Morning, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Love 500 and welcome back to day one on Project Kim, which is, as you know, the beautiful Podium Blue Abarth 595 convertible. Love this car. Need to get it tidied up so I can actually drive it. We're waiting for the logbook to come back so we can get the new number plates on it, so we can put the old registration number back on it, because the private plates, the Kim, I'm going to keep those on retention and sell them at some point, or sell it at some point. So need to try and polish up the door, see what we can do, see how much of the dents we can get out, just to tidy it up, and then we'll get it to the body shop and we'll get a quote for the repair to the rear quarter. Let's go. There's going to be lots more to come on this in bits and pieces, but let's go on day one on Project Kim. Right, the first thing we're going to do today is get all this muck that was on that chunk of plastic. We still haven't got to the bottom of what that was, but I'm going to get all this hoovered inside. I'm not going to worry about cleaning the seats. Actually, I might clean. I don't know. I probably won't worry about cleaning the seats just yet. I just want to get all this off. But if that doesn't come off with the Hoover, then I might. I've actually got the wet vac out at the moment, so I could potentially do it. Even if I do it again at another time, it will get it done, won't it? And we can recline the roof to let it dry out. In fact, I think I'm going to recline the roof anyway. So I am down at Ben's Tyres. Bought me Continental tyre, 125 quid, something like that. They're just putting the tyre on for me. Remember, I was down here a few months ago and I mentioned that there was a mint green facelift Fiat 500 that had been up for sale for months. Guess what? Still there, 5695, same price I think. I don't think it's changed. This has been here literally, must have been in the best part of a year, this car, up for sale, and they can't sell it. 18 plate, doesn't seem overly, I think it was an 80,000 mile or something, I can't remember off the top of my head, but either they're not advertising it very well, I don't know what the situation could be. But it's not, I wouldn't say it was overpriced unless it's a cat car. Even if it was a cat car, it's not too bad. But still sitting here. Strange. Right, okay, so we've got the new tyre on, a nice new expensive Continental, but it's worth it, isn't it? I removed the bolt from there just so I could push that in. I've done up the arch liner, which was undone with a screw missing. What I have discovered, which I didn't know, because obviously I've not been underneath the car yet, let me just get a torch on and we'll show you. We have a crack to the bumper under here, crack to the bumper there, all the way along there, and it's pushed in there. Now that's not an issue. I can plastic weld that and I can heat that up and push that out. I'm not bothering doing it just yet. There's no need, but we will do that. That probably wasn't anything to do with the accident. That's probably someone's gone up a curb and done that. I mean, obviously it's been hit there. What we do have as well, when I took the bolt out, we have the end. But at least now we've got a nice new tyre on. We're back properly on four wheels. All we need to do, need to try and polish that up, 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 and see if we can pull that out a bit for now. Just so we can get it moving. Get it well, I can drive it now. Now I've got the new tyre on, I can actually drive it now. I'm waiting for the logbook to come with the private plate on, which should come this week sometime. Once that arrives, I then have to tax it or sawn it, probably sawn it, and then I have to do the transfer, put that number plate on retention, and then get the new one. Now I wanted to get some 4D plates, but the people who sell the 4D plates are sticking to the rules of you have to prove ownership of the car, that you're not just buying random plates. So they won't let me order them until such time as I can send them a picture of the logbook. So until I get the logbook, transfer it, get the new logbook on the existing plate, then I can order the plates, which slightly delays it, which is a bit annoying. But when the logbook comes, I could tax it and then drive it on this number plate. So I have just done a video on taking the existing mirror caps off using tape without chancing you breaking the glass or breaking anything else. I've bought these on AliExpress. If you want to know where to get these, I'll put the link in the description. They look really nice. They're only plastic, they're not carbon fibre, but you know, carbon fibre look really nice. They fit perfectly well. But yeah, the easiest way ever to get these caps off. I've just done a video. When that video goes live, which will probably be, no, before this video probably, so I will put the link above to that video now if you want to see the really easy way of getting these off. Right, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can polish out any of this. Not sure I will be able to. That has been caused by the mirror swinging. When it was transported, he opened the window and tucked the mirror inside, but that's obviously been like that at Copart. And we're going to see what we can do with this. We know we got damage here, which, you know, ultimately I will probably get a new door, but they may get this repaired. Don't know yet. Depends how much it will cost to get that repaired. But I'm going to see what I can get out of it, and then we're going to come on to this and see how much of this we can pull out, if any. I'm sure we'll get some of it out. We'll warm it up and we'll pull it and see what... It's got to go to the body shop. It's not something I'm going to be able to do, but I'm just going to try and improve it slightly if I can. And then we need to go to the body shop and get a quote. But at least it makes it a little bit more presentable for driving it, because it ain't good. So let's set you up as much as I can. Unfortunately, I've got my neighbour's van here today, so I'm a bit pushed for room. So I'll film what I can of it and we'll see how that comes out. So we're going to start off with what is a bit of a knackered pad, to be honest with you. But I'm going to just whack some G360 on it and do what we can. Need a new one, really. I've been using this one for quite some time. So this may just be in the clear. It may come out. Oh, I haven't got a battery in me. It does help if you put a battery. Right, let's try that again. Take two. Right. Let's give this a go. You never know, it might come out. Hopefully it is in the clear. Let's just push that in out of the way. It's just starting to spit with rain again. But we'll do this top bit first. Turn the speed down. Right, unfortunately it has started raining again, hence why it's come up like that, but let's see what it's taken out. Oh, look at that. Huh. That has actually taken that out. Pretty much. A little bit there. It doesn't help trying to buff this off with when it's a bit damp. That's not done too bad though, is it? On that bit. I don't think it's going to work on the bits further back, but it has worked there. We'll give that a little bit more of a go actually. Right, let's see how that's done. That's not bad, is it? You can still see it a little bit. Just just going to go over. Yeah, it's a little bit too deep to do it properly, but it's not bad. I'm just going to go over that little bit more, but that makes that a lot more presentable. We can get that new mirror on now as well. So hook that back out if I can. The reason we took that mirror off and not used the existing one was because that's one off of a pop without the temperature gauge, temperature sensor. So I'm going to carry on up the car, and what we'll do is we'll come back in afterwards and yeah, see if we can improve that as well. That'll make a big difference to the view of this car. And then what we'll do is we'll clean off and warm up the panel at the back and see if we can pull some of it out. All right, we'd already put the other one on. Now we've got the new mirror casing on. We can put this one on as well. There you go. How easy is that? I like the look of those. I think they look really, really nice. Really do look nice. Right, what we need to do now is see what we can do with that. Actually, before I do that, I want to wipe it over. I have already wiped it over with IPA. I'm just going to wipe it over with some... Actually, no, it's not the panel. I've already done that. What I wanted to do is... You'll see the tool in a minute if you can't already see it. I'm just wiping over... This is a new tool I bought. So I'm just wiping over the rubber cups. Right, warm this up. See what we can do with it. Right, let's give it a go. We're going to use, so this is what I bought, a very heavy duty. Look at that, it's pulled it out. It has pulled it out. This is better than cold glue. That's made a big difference. Wow, wasn't expecting that. Yeah, still needs to go to the body shop. Obviously it's not going to pull this piece out of the bottom, but it's made a big difference. So what we really need to do, there's a bit of a crown there, you can feel the crown, is really need to, if we were doing this, I say for real, then we would knock down that crown, but I'm just trying to make this a little bit more presentable. That's amazing. You can almost nearly see it. Almost nearly not see it, I should say. All right. It's not bad, is it? Not bad at all. Good little tool, this. I think that'll do, you know. We're never going to get all this out. It's not done inside the door. The only place it's done inside the door is, I'll show you in a second. Which is right, so I've just given this a bit of a wipe over. I don't think it's affected anything here. I can't feel that it has. It doesn't look like it has. Maybe, I don't know, not sure. Maybe a little bit there, but I think that's probably the tension that's caused by this. But that's the only bit. But it's not, the door's not damaged there, so again this must be just sort of stress that's pushed. So I'm not sure whether it's pushed this out or not. I'm not really sure, but the door shuts perfectly right. It's only because this bit is out. There's no actual damage to the door apart from the, well, yes there is, of course. There's that crown, isn't there, which could be repaired. This is the thing I don't know about buying a door, because if this is repaired, they're probably going to want, I think I mentioned this before, they're probably going to want to blow into the door anyway, and I've got a lot of this scratching out, but there is that ridge. I think it possibly even goes in. You know what, should we give that a go using this tool and see if we can pull that out a bit? Might as well give it a little go. Yeah, why not, see what it does. No, it didn't really do anything. Maybe if I had smaller ones, but I think that probably needs knocking down, doesn't it? But that's, I think, yeah, that's this. I don't know whether it's worth spending the best part of £200 on a new door when that can probably be quite easily repaired. Again, I need to be guided by it. There's no damage there. That's not apart from the scratches. There's no damage to that door, as far as I can see. I don't think that door's coming out at all. Yeah, I need to get it down to the body shop and get a quote. Say, give me a quote to do that. Give me a quote to do that and the door, and then now we're going to have a go at the wing as well. Just makes sense, doesn't it, to have that done at the same time? Really, obviously it pushes the price up, but if it's not going to be 200 quid more, which it probably will be, to be fair, then we might as well not bother. This is perfectly okay. It's a little bit misshapen because well, actually it's not. It's straight. It's this that's misshapen, of course. Once that's back where it should be, which of course they will take the paint off and pull it out. Not sure it's gone in there. Chances are they will probably actually take the seal off, I would imagine, straighten and then put it back on again. I would imagine they will do that. But it's vastly improved it, isn't it? Don't know if you're getting the full gist of it, but yeah, that dent's come right out. If it was just that, I might have even got away with it. If it wasn't that bit, I might have got away with it. It's good though. It's a good little tool, that. I'll be using that a lot, I think. Right, that's that warm. Let's see what this does, if anything. Not convinced it's going to work, but no. This is really too big, I think. Probably going to crack the paint anyway. No, that's not going to be any good on that. Right, so now we've had a little go at those dents, we can start having a look on some of the little styling things that I've bought. I've just had a bit of a spend up on AliExpress for a few bits and pieces, one of which is a gear knob. Probably a fake Momo gear stick, but it looks the part and it feels the part. Now, whether it fits or not remains to be seen. But I thought that was quite smart. So I am going to see if we can get this off. I wondered whether it twisted off, but I think that it will, we'll have to take that off, and then there's probably a 10mm nut underneath. Action. Right, so I'm going to try carefully prise that off. Yeah, it does come off like that quite easily, actually. Oh yeah, there you go, that came off pretty damn easy. Don't think it's even glued. No, it's just tabs on that. And then we have, as I suspected, that's why I had this spanner. Spanner? It's not a spanner, that's a socket. 10mm nut. So, get that off. Get a bit stiffer. So I assume once this is out, it will just lift off. Who says? Does it not? Why is that not coming off? Why is that not coming off? There we go. It's not going to come. Oh, it does come all the way off. Oh, there we go. Right, so that, how is that connected in there? On the other cars, it's cable tied. I think what we want to find out first of all is how that goes on there. Not sure about that. Probably got to use one of these Boss kits that comes with it, I think. Okay, so I've done it. I've managed to do it. I had to cable tie this, the gator, to the actual rod, and then it went on work, and so it works. It does work fine. It's just a little bit down there, which is not really how I'd like it, but there's no way you can really get it to grip there. So if anyone's got any bright ideas how I can make that grip better than cable tie so it stays where it is, let me know. But I like it. It's nice and sturdy. It's just that issue. There may be a way of trying to improve it. Maybe some tape would help. Let me know if anyone knows any bright ideas or has fitted these before and knows how it works. But it's been a pain in the arse doing that. But I think a lot of that is because I've never done it before. But I think it looks nice. Let me know what you think, and we'll carry on and fit some other things. Right, welcome back. It's been a few days since we've done this. As it stands at the moment, all you've seen on this car is the walk around. So there is more that you haven't seen yet. However, we have got... forgot to unlock it. Hang on. Let me find the keys. I've got them there somewhere. There we go. We have got an Extrons installed, or partially installed. It's not screwed in yet. I've had some trouble trying to get it to connect to the steering controls. I stuck a post on Facebook yesterday, and I've been given an idea. So it was initially set up as being a Cherokee, i.e. a Jeep, and steering controls weren't working. Someone sent me a screenshot of how theirs is set up, where theirs is working. So whether it's a CAN bus box, I don't know. I have actually got a spare CAN bus box because I had the similar problem with a pre-facelift one that I installed in another car. And that was the one that Extron sent me for free to do a review on. And they sent me a new CAN bus box, and it did the same thing, and it turned out it was a setting. So I've got that somewhere. I need to try and find that. I think I know where it is. Because if I can't get that one to work, what I'll do is I'll swap them over. But everything works. The mileage isn't flashing. It's just the steering wheel controls aren't working. And I can't, when you try and set them up, which is exactly the same as happened before, it doesn't do it. So I haven't put it all back, just because I might have to take it out and swap over the CAN bus box, but I'm going to check all the wiring. However, what we are here to do today is change this door. The number plates are ordered. I've got the logbook through now. It's back on the original registration, and I've put the one that's on it on retention. So my intention is to sell this. I have no idea how much it's worth, but I need to take those plates off. I don't think they're going to come today. They might come tomorrow. But yeah, so I've got in there, I've got a door which is purported to be the right colour. I think it is the right colour. I can't see it properly, obviously, because it's got the bubble wrap over it. That's come from our friends at I keep wanting to say Love 500, Club 500 Italia. So quite expensive. It's about 170 something quid, and it is a bare door. It's got these trims on, but none of the internals, no glass, no runners, nothing. So I've got to take all of that off of this door. What's really annoying, which I wish people wouldn't do, sell doors, is they take the hinges off. Surely they don't sell the hinges separately. It's very frustrating when they do that, because obviously when they're on the door, they're in the correct place. I've got to take them off this door, put them on. So yeah, it's a bit annoying, but I'm going to set you up. I'm going to get this door off, and then we'll start swapping over. we go. It took some doing actually. It's quite a lengthy process taking everything off of a door. I even had to take the speaker out. Luckily, the new door is in colour. Luckily, it has got these bits of trim on, so we don't have to replace those. Speaker is on there, and so is that. But it just really annoys me that they take these off. It's I've had that before when you buy second-hand doors. It's really annoying. It's pot luck as to whether you get, although you've got the painted areas, you know, it might not necessarily be in the correct place. So once you get the door on and you try and get it shut, you realise it's not right and you have to adjust it. So it's a bit annoying. They're very tight as well. It's a 15mm. But I've got the top one off, so I thought we'd do it one at a time. Yeah. So at least I haven't got to put the speaker back in, so I've got a spare speaker. I am actually going to probably change these speakers and get some decent speakers. Before we put this door on, we'll just clean it all up here as well. And it's a lot lighter being a bare door, but it's always the lining up of it. So I usually get my daughter to help me. She supports it at the end while I lift it on. Bearing in mind I had an operation 3 weeks ago yesterday, so I shouldn't really be lifting heavy things, but it's not that heavy. I haven't even told you about my operation, have I? I'll do that another time. I might even do that on a separate Waffle Wednesday. I haven't done a Waffle Wednesday for a while. I might do one of those. Actually, by the time you've seen this, that will be Waffle Wednesday would have long gone, because I need to do an update on what cars I've got, because this one you haven't seen. Well, you have now, but whilst I'm recording it, you've never seen it. No, you have. What am I talking about? You saw the walk around. Yes. No, there is another one out on the street that you've not seen, and another one that's been over at my sister-in-law's since November the 10th last year, which you haven't seen either. So yeah, I've got a lot going on. Oh, and there's another one in front of the house as well, which you haven't seen yet. You will see that. You probably would have seen it by the time you see this video. Anyway, enough about that. Let's get on. So, yeah, I'm going to get those bolts on. Then I'm going to hang the door. And then we'll start putting it all back together again. And we'll do that all on time lapse. And then we'll come back and hopefully it will close properly. I don't think this is particularly going to be an issue with the door closing, because the other one closed perfectly all right. There is a bit of that's a little bit pushed up there, but apart from that, I think that's the only bit of damage there, apart from that, of course. So yeah, as I said earlier, as soon as I get those number plates on, I can tax this. Well, obviously when I've got the door on, but I can tax this and I can go down to Body Shop and get a quote. Be nice to get this done, it really will. But once the door's on, I'm going to drive it, basically. Yeah, why not? We've got to get that stereo sorted out as well. But yeah, might as well. Why not drive it? It's a lovely day today. It'd be nice to go out in it today. Anyway, let's get on with this door. Stop waffling, Paul. There we go, all done. That looks better, doesn't it? It was a bit of a job. It's not closed properly. It costs, I had to, in the end, this is why I don't like it when they take these off. This top one had to be adjusted. It wasn't shutting properly. It was too far out. But it's all nice now, shuts nicely. There is a couple of little scratches down the bottom there, unfortunately. You can see that. I'll have to get some paint in there, or if he does blow this door in when I get it repaired, then it won't matter, of course, but it probably won't blow it in that far, so I can always sort that out. As for the wing, I mean, in theory you could just paint this whole side, couldn't they? In theory, because they've got to paint the skirt as well. So what I was thinking initially is taking a wing down there and getting him to paint it, and then I'll just put it on. And of course the corner of the bumper's got to be painted as well, but you know, it gets to the point where you end up painting the whole side of the car, and I'm not going to get that for £1,000, I don't think. But that's what I was hoping to spend. So I'll take it down, I'll see what he says. We won't be able to do that till next week because we haven't got the number plates, haven't come yet for the new registration. So I'm hoping they come tomorrow, but tomorrow's Saturday, so yeah, I'll be going down there next week sometime. So you can see now where it's pushed in. So that's obviously all got to be pulled out. So it's so that matches up with the door. Is that scratches or is that? Oh, it is as well. That can be touched in. That's not an issue. Again, you know, if he does decide to paint into the door, that'll be taken care of anyway. But yeah, that's a nice door, and it matches, which is the main thing. So yeah, pleased with that. I did have a bit of an issue with the window, with the glass. I didn't film me putting the glass in. The only reason for that was because I was here doing it, and my neighbour was having some stuff delivered, and they put their backwards and forwards, so I turned the camera off. But what I had an issue was I think that glass was potentially broken, that was in there before, because you know the black clip that sits in the top here, it was still in there, and when I pushed it up, it was stopping there, and the front was going up, but the back wasn't. But it was in the channel like it should be on my glass. And then I thought, I bet that's in there, and it was, but it really was difficult to get it out. But it came out eventually, and then the glass went up and down nicely. So it all works. So yeah, pleased with that. It's all done. Car's quite dirty now, it needs a good wash. But at least that makes it look better now, doesn't it? So that other door has been completely stripped, and Scrapman will be taking that next week. So that's it for now. We'll come back obviously when we carry on. Probably won't do any more to this now until such time as I can take it down to the body shop and see what they're going to charge me. So I'll come back then. The stereo I'm doing on a separate video for that stereo. So you know, you may just see that finished in the car. I'm having problems. I think I've already mentioned this with the steering wheel controls, but we'll give that a try as well. So that's it for now. As I say, we'll come back next week when we got a quote from the body shop. So I'll see you then. Right, so I've been down to the body shop, and I completely forgot about mentioning that, annoyingly. So that's not included in the price, but I think what I'll do is when I take it down, I'll say to him, if that's easy enough to fix, then do that. Otherwise, failing that, what I'll say to him is I'll give him a wing and say if you can paint it, and then I'll just stick it in the car, and then I'll put it on. I think that'll probably be the best thing to do. Wish my phone would shut up. So he had a look at it, and oh, it's locked. And he said, "Yeah, we can do that. Not a problem." Today, I think, is the 18th of April. I've booked it in for the 28th of May, which is a Wednesday, and he said he'll try and get it done by the end of the week. I'm gonna take the badge off. I'm gonna take the rear panel off. I'm leaving him to take the skirt off. He said it's just glued on, but I think it isn't. There's clips as well, so I'm gonna get him to do that. I'm just gonna leave it on and let him do that, because we know that from the other one. And he said, bearing in mind I didn't mention the wing, he said 300 quid. So I said, I won't hold you to it, ballpark figure. He said, yeah, it'll be about 300 quid. So it might be a bit more for painting that as well, but obviously while he's painting that, he can just paint the wing. So even if it's 400 quid, an absolute bargain. So that is where we are. So I will end this video here, and then you can join me when we get it back from the paint shop, and the car will be then ready to use on a daily basis. I'll be doing a few more bits and pieces to it in the meantime, which I will film, but that you'll see that in the next video. So that's it for now. Look forward to the end of next month having it ready to drive. I absolutely love this car. It's the drive down to the body shop. That's the furthest I've driven it, really, and it was getting lots of looks, sound, Probably people looking at the dent now. I don't think they were. People from the other side were looking. So yeah, it's a beautiful car. I really love it. I can't wait to get it done. And that is an absolute bargain price. So that's it for now. Join me on the next one. Don't forget, if you're not a subscriber, hit that button, subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up. Till the next one, take care, stay safe, and we'll see you soon.